The adjustment to living in the Philippines, if you're coming from America, is not always easy. Like, it's super duper awesome when you first get here. You're like, oh my God, everything's so beautiful. The beaches, the women, the mangoes. This is the sweetest mango I've eaten in my life. Oh my God. But then after all of that, you have to start adjusting to a whole different lifestyle. That's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. So let's break it down. The 5 stages of living that everyone in the Philippines goes through. Stage 1, let's just call this the culture shock phase, okay? When I first got to the Philippines, when I got off that plane, dude, and we opened the door, because you know the plane is pressurized, so it's still cool on the plane. I'm thinking, la la la. When I open that door, I'm like, whoa, shit, whoa. It's like the heat is just like whoosh, from an oven, dude. It was almost hard for me to breathe. It's like everything is different when you see, the air is different. Like the smells that you smell is different. Like I thought something was burning when I first came here. I'm asking the person next to me, is there something burning? Everybody's just looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? But I really thought something was burning. But then I found out later that in a lot of parts of the Philippines, you know, there's trash burning, you know, different places or whatever. So when you first come here and you've never smelled that smell before, that's the first smell that you smell. Now I've been living here 6 years. I go outside, I don't smell nothing because I'm used to it. You know what I mean? But when I first got here, I'm like, dude, is somebody burning some plastic right now? And I've been to hot places, okay? I was stationed in Arizona when I was in the military, dude. I've been to Iraq, okay? And in Iraq, it's like 100-something degrees every day, okay? But the difference is Iraq is dry heat. You can go all day in Iraq under 100 degrees and not even sweat. Not in the Philippines. Now, the Philippines is 100 degrees of moist heat. This is an archipelago, guys, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, right in the what they call the Ring of Fire. Okay, dude, the weather is extreme, okay? Yeah, that's a new word, extreme, not just extreme, extreme, dude.
When you got out from the airport, you know, you see all the public transportation.
And there's a lot of noise, too.
Oh, yeah, it's really
noise. Beep, 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 beep. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, beep, 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 beep. What the hell's happening here? It is chaos. Organized chaos, right? It's to the point that the kababayan, they ignore all the noise, dude. They could be sitting there having a conversation and all this noise is going on in the background. Dude, they never stop the conversation. They just keep talking like they don't even hear it. Beep, 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 woo, 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 woo. Yeah, man. So anyway, man, what are you going to do today, man? Well, man, I'm just going to hang out, man. I'm not doing it. Beep, 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 woo, 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 woo. Yeah, man. So let's go to the store right now. Okay, man. You see, that's how the kababayan are. They don't even hear it, dude, because they're so used to so much background noise, so much background ambiance going on. Even now, I'm used to it, you know what I mean?
So you'll encounter people, right?
Of course, yeah, the people are great.
With the tsunami, the friend. Describe the Filipino people then.
The Filipino people, awesome, genuinely curious about us foreigners, right? It seems like a lot of other countries that you go to, either they don't like foreigners or they don't care that you're there. In the Philippines, it's totally different. They totally see you and they totally care that you're there and they're totally interested in you, but they're very shy people as a rule. I'm not saying you can't say all of everything. I can't say all Filipinos are shy, but a lot of Filipinos are shy people. But trust me, they are interested in you. When you first see them, they got a straight face like this. And they're walking. So you would think that Filipinos are mean, but no, they're not. It's just, like I told you before, like I aforementioned, it's hot as hell. And people are trying to get to where they gotta go. So the face looks like this. And they're walking, right? But the moment that you say, "¿Cómo está, sir?" or "Hi," you see this. A big smile, and they say, "Oh, ¿cómo está? Oh, you know Bisaya? Oh, okay." And they start talking to you, and then you see the genuine politeness, and joy that they really have. And these are some of the nicest, most welcoming and hospitable people I've ever met in any country. And I've been to a few countries, okay? And that really makes the transition easier, like being around people who don't mind helping you out. You know what I'm saying? Most people speak English in the Philippines. That's another plus for people coming from the Western world. Because if you go to some places, they don't speak no English, right? Not in the Philippines. Filipinos don't speak English. Not like when I was in Japan, dude, wasn't nobody speaking English out there. What, the signs wasn't in English? What, then I'm walking around like this, like, where I'm supposed to go now, right? I'm trying to get some aspirin in the daggone airport in Japan or whatever, and I'm asking the guy, aspirin, sir, aspirin. He's like, aspirin? Man, I had to pull up Google on my phone and said this. He said, okay, let's go now. He's just like, oh yeah, I definitely couldn't stay in this place. You would say Tagalog is like the #1 language, or when they say Filipino, the language of the Filipinos, the Kababayan is Tagalog, right? Across the board, everybody knows Tagalog, right? But then some places I would say, like Visaya would be the second biggest, maybe. Visaya speaking people, and then is English. So people do know how to speak English, maybe not as good as you would want them to, okay, but that's not their first language, but they do speak it. Okay, so you ain't gonna be totally lost. The signs in the Philippines are in English, so that helps. So it's not going to be as hard of a transition as you think, because the people and the setup is awesome. So let's see, phase 2. What did I say phase 2 was?
The adjustment phase.
Oh, the adjustment phase. Correct. Thank you very much, Queenie. Salamat
tayo. How did you adjust me?
I had to adjust in many ways here in the Philippines. The first adjustment, I don't know if they told you guys this, but the foreigners that are thinking about coming to the Philippines, when you come here, probably within the first week that you're here, you're gonna get sick. Your body is not used to nothing out here. Your body's not used to the food. Your body's not used to the water. Your body's not even used to the freaking air out here. And but here's the thing. When I talk about water, right? Even the treated water, okay, it has different microorganisms and different bacteria and different things in there from what you're used to. So what we suggest, okay, when you first come to the Philippines is drink bottled water from the store for a little while, okay, until you get adjusted. Then the water from the water station, you can drink maybe like 1 cup a day just to start getting your body used to it. Don't do like me. As soon as I got there, man, I drank like 2 gallons of the bottled water from the water station, and I was pooping for like 3 days, okay? 2 gallons, 3 days of poop. See, that ain't a good sacrifice. I'm telling you, man, the land of the Kababayan is beautiful, it's great, it's awesome, it's the best place for me. It changed my freaking life. But what you gotta know is your body is gonna go through a transformation living here in the Philippines. And this is something that I don't see a lot of vlogs talk about when they're giving advice to people that are future expats of the Philippines. You gotta let them know about this. You're gonna get sick, bro. Starting to, be healthier and feel better every day and learning what water to drink, what water not to drink, that's growth. Okay, and what will start happening within this phase of adjustment, you'll get used to seeing 3 or 4 people on a motorcycle, seeing a motorcycle riding with big sacks of rice and grain all the way stacked up higher than the driver. You'll learn how to cross the street and how to use the magic. Sir, please, sir. That's magic. To me, that's magic. Because if you try to do that in America, they're going to run your ass over. You're going to be roadkill, okay? Nah, here in the Philippines, when you're crossing a busy intersection, you just put your hand up like this, right? I was scared to do it at first, but then I finally said, oh, okay, here you go. And they actually stopped. I said, oh, damn, there's magic in my hand. It's like the Jedi mind trick, right? You'll start learning these things. You might still get confused at some things, though. Like, if you're eating ketchup, you'd be like, why is the ketchup sweet? Because it's made out of bananas, dude. Damn! Yes, the Philippines prefers banana ketchup over regular ketchup. It became part of the culture. Banana ketchup, even I like banana ketchup better. It's got a tangy, sweet taste to it. It's nice. Let's talk about stage 3. Okay, because this is when you're becoming an experienced expat in the Philippines. This is when you start learning the local hacks. This is when you start learning that, hey, if I got a bottle of dishwashing liquid, that one bottle is really 3 bottles. Why? Because I'm gonna take that bottle, open it, pour it in another container, leave a little bit in there, and fill it up with water. Then that's gonna last for 1 week. You know what I'm saying? These are little Filipino hacks that when I first saw them doing it, I was thinking that they was crazy, but then it started making sense to me. And the kababayan will break it down to you, right? My auntie told me, my Queenie's aunt, she told me, hey, we know that the joy that we get is concentrated. So we don't have to use the actual joy. No, we can use a little bit of it and put water in there and stretch it out. See, the Filipinos have learned so many ways to stretch out their resources that they have because, as you know, this is not a resource-rich country. But the resources that they do have, the kababayan learn to flip it. They learn to stretch it out. Okay, and these are the type of things that you will learn. You will never be the same when you go back to America. You're gonna be doing stuff totally different. And everybody gonna be looking at you like, where did you learn that? In the Philippines. Damn, you know what I'm saying? You're learning the rhythm of life out here. Oh, you relearn everything, even how to wipe your own ass. Okay, I'm telling you, man, when I came here, I just use a wad of toilet paper and keep wiping until you don't see no boo-boo on it no more. That's how I learned in America. Nah, here, they wash their ass completely every time they every time. You got a bidet or either you have a taboo. Okay, you got the bidet, then you take soap and wash. Then you spray it again, then you wash again, then you spray it again, and then you might use a little toilet paper to dry your ass.
You have to explain it to them.
I gotta explain it to them. They don't know. If an American, right, that don't know nothing about the Philippines, he comes to the Philippines, he goes to a Filipino bathroom, right, and he sits down and he's ready to poop, and he looks around.
Looking for a tissue.
Now, he's going to pull his pants up and come back out. Now, he didn't poop yet, okay? What is he going to ask?
The tissue?
Where's the toilet paper?
I was totally
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're used to, right? And then the cashier's going to say, sir, you used taboo. Did you see the bucket? And he'll say, yeah. He's like, did you see the little bucket inside of the big bucket? He'll say, yeah. Fill it up with water and wash your ass. And he'll walk away like, okay. Damn! Welcome to the Philippines, baby. And it ain't just like physically clean, but also I think mentally and spiritually, the Philippines is good for Western people, man, because we come from a place that's so greed driven, right? It's such a capitalistic society that we come from. Everybody cares about is money. That's it. But in the Philippines, there's so much more. You would think that a place like this would be thinking about nothing but money because they poor, they want more money. But nah, man. People in the Philippines think about happiness, right? And you ain't gotta be a billionaire to be happy. And that's what you learn here in the land of the kababayan. The next phase, you start to have emotional attachment. This is the stage that hits you right here in your puso, okay?
Your heart. And
yeah, it hits you in the heart. And for my Westerners that don't know puso, it hits you in the heart on this stage. Because in this stage you realize that the woman that you're with is going to treat you like a king. You realize that she's happy to help you in your life because you're happy to help her. You realize that she treats you better than any woman that you've ever met in America. And then that happiness in your home starts to bleed out in your personality, in your everyday personality. Because a man who's treated like a king in his home, he feels like a king in the world. And the Filipinos are very good about that, about, making their man feel great, making their man feel appreciated. Okay? But don't get it twisted, because tampo is a real thing in the Philippines. So don't piss a Pinoy off. Don't piss your Filipino off because they have their ways too. But for the most part, is what I'm saying is they treat you great. So you already feel good when you come out of your house. When you come out of the door, you feel happy, you feel good. And then you realize the people around you are welcoming to you. You know, they treat you great.
Get more friends, ne?
Yeah, you get a lot more friends and stuff like that.
They're inviting you for, every occasion.
And once they saw how much fun I was when we have Tanduay and stuff like that, or we have some Jinbulog, they saw how crazy and funny I was. There's like 3 sets of friends that I got here in the Philippines that every week they ask me to come and drink with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they want that laugh, they want that entertainment. But I try to only drink like once a month. Right, so every month, one of my sets of friends gets to chill with me and we drink and eat and have fun and do karaoke. You know what I'm saying? That's another adjustment too, is you're gonna get into the karaoke life, especially if you got friends out here that are like, maybe like say in their 20s to 30s, stuff like that like to, have a little drink and eat some good food. Oh, you're gonna get into karaoke, trust me. Even the old people sing karaoke, but yeah, that's something else. This place just becomes home to you. When I went back to America, for the little time that I went back for my daughter's graduation, America felt foreign to me. All of this stuff that I'm telling you about that I've gotten used to in the land of the Kababayan was the reason why when I went to my actual home, America, that place felt foreign to me. Where's the karaoke singers at nighttime? I don't hear nobody going, ooh, right? Where's the sun? You know what I'm saying? Right. These are the things, it's like, that's how I know that really the Philippines has become my real home now. You know what I'm saying?
You realize the people around you are some of the most resilient, kind, and hilarious humans you've ever met.
Resilient for sure, man. They bounce back from everything or whatever. This place has crazy typhoons, all kind of stuff. The people here are resilient, man. I learn from them. I learn from their strength. And it's like a quiet strength. At this stage, right, that I'm talking about, you're not thinking about leaving at all. You're thinking about, how can I stay here longer? How can I make this my home forever?
You're in love with the place, nah.
Man, in love with you, babe. I'm in love with the people. I'm in love with my life here in the Philippines, man. Let's get into the last and final stage, though. And that's when you have officially become a Pinoy. In my case, a black Pinoy. Dun, dun, dun. I wear chinelas every day. Check. I wear dry fit shirts that feel great on my skin every day. Check. I wear shorts every day. You know what I'm saying? I eat rice every day. Probably shouldn't. I probably should chill out on the rice because of my diabetes and stuff. I'm eating rice every day. Okay, but I try to eat rice once a day, right? But rice is life here in the Philippines, guys, right? What else? What else do I do? Oh, diba? Diba? You know, in your speech, you'll kind of be like, you'll be speaking what I call Taglish, right? Like some of the Filipino words that you know, you'll be saying them in your everyday speech. It's so contagious, man, as I always say in my video. Okay, it'll become part of your speech. Just everything, man. You really just become part of, you're not just in the Philippines, you become part of the Philippines. And that's what this is all about. It's good to change if you're changing for the better. And I feel that the land of the Kababayan, the Philippines, changes people for the better. It definitely changed my life. And I'm here to tell you guys, I'm never leaving. I love you guys. I love this place. And hey, man, you know what it is, man. Let me know in the comments, is there any phases that I left out or any expats that are here? Let me know in the comments, what phase are you at right now? Smash the like button if you've ever been sick as heck from street foods, but you keep going back and getting more. Smash that subscribe button if you're living here, thinking about living here, or just spiritually connected to the Philippines by way of lumpia and pancit. All right? That's what I got to say. Hit the notification bell so you get all of our stuff that comes out about this great, great place that I love. The land of the Kababayan, the Philippines. Peace, y'all.